miturire ntuko jotaja Jumatano ta withire bweto itomba kwithira atwiwatanira na mutaalamu wa kithomo akumba kwithira gitutomithie mantu mwanya ayege kinya kithomo na kinya na tubati kumba kwita tukimenyera ana wetu aitwa Faith Muchemi ruari kamwire rietwa nya kithira mumero wire mtu munene kabati kumba kwithira gitiariria ari kamwaririe ruari aitwa Faith anyway aitwa Faith Muchemi ni wabeta muthoni wa KIRIAMANA atwaririke mitandao yote yo kinyerere Facebook na kinya YouTube Meru Tv Kenya kana kinya kwandika message ukulukira namba ya 0748918901 kiurikiro kwenda kuria ukomba kwithira wichokirwa arwari ni Madam Faith rwari turariria njira cia kurira kana how to raise a responsible teenager kana teen tukiambiri nkumura kiatiri teenager no yo teen arembira kwina teen kwina preteen kana me I don't know akomba kithira gitweleza no tuningu ye kwani ukunenkeria cio itetauri kana ichunkwa ende Madam Faith akomba kwithira agitukinyithia ithigithe twarandirie na tumbe kwithira atukithomethani Madam Faith.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Annabelle. Okay, thank you so much. Mutekeria Meru TV bwega sana. Nondu boto akanya kangi bwega nondu boto thikira tucokirie Murungu ngatho of course nondu bwantu kwenarwa we are grateful na turira ana betu na aciari karibia. Leo tunaongea kuhusu teenagers. Yes Annabelle.
Good morning Faith. It's been a minute. Merry Christmas. By the way.
We are blessed to have seen the season. And we want to thank God. Kwe mantoa maingi Annabelle. Tatendekete in between January. Tuere ategeri ba Meru TV. We are so grateful. Murungu na tuthithiriti jamaingi tumbo taraneria na baraba kuigwa they are down mwaka jo kuthira without you achieving what you expected. Now tukiambiria mwaka we had resolutions na ndizo tigere almost 20 days or less atuchokire Murungu katho no tubogento kimwe we are preserved. That is enough.
Akwina mtu ndorete mitandao ne a funny one andikite list ya intobira endete wa accomplish 2025 menya tariki that one twithe tutiri mana kanisa ne twina a list imantera tukwenda yara tukurombera na tukwenda bakuthira ikinyanira mwako mweru yukiambiriria and list number 1 andikite I want to buy a new phone. Number 2 akandika I want to start a new business. Nende right once the end of the year awe guru auki I want to buy a new phone au akaita new akandika phone cover. I have bought a phone cover. Starting a new business akandika 2025 I learned to mind my own business. No tonende mtu yo kakona yakane list yewe tumba kwithira iki accomplished by the time tukuthire 2025 no maybe I late yakona jamani inyake trenda wanka urathimu nimemanage tu phone cover na niko tu sawa na uko biashara nimemind my own business.
Okay, one thing mtojo uga kwendo chokiria Murungu katho for the little things. Menyamo some of us kana most of us it will set high resolutions, which is right. Non to if you do not have the direction, you cannot get anywhere. So na need to get resolutions, they are like directions. Ngenda kuja Meru TV kuma Kinoru, there is a road I used. It is the direction of the map. Kwa unandi resolutions, at least kedera atandikite a phone atingi kuona inya phone cover by the way. Na ndambire na kuga if we did not achieve, not that we did not achieve, we should sit down and reverse revisit the list. And thank God for the small things. Muntu unaandika kwira Murungu I did not afford the phone but at least I changed the cover.
Wow.
Kakuga I did not start a business because of 1 2 3 but at least I have learned how to lead myself. Kuna ndi nekyo tuga about preparations. Everything no mwako prepare nya biashara. And one of the beautiful things is minding your own business because it gives you peace, it gives you responsibilities, you know, your focus remain on top notch. Distractions are less because you're minding your own businesses. And I would want to ask Ateye debate over Meru TV, as we close the year with God, can you have the first resolution as from next year, I'll start minding my own business? Wow. Because that's where people lack peace. You want to see what Annabelle is doing. You want to see how our business is doing. You want to see how our home is running. Na ndio ukaorera gatigati. Especially and whatever in our office. You know whether or when our competition is very funny. Nambuge, if you really know how to mind your business, you'll be at peace and you deliver. Well, that is the resolution number 1 for 2026. I, Faith Moshemi, I will mind my own businesses. Yes.
Thank you. Karibu sana. Bado tunaenda kwa redomant jegiri singa responsible teenager.
Yes.
Lakini tukiambiriria, who is a teenager?
A teenager is a child. It's not a child. It's somebody who is between 12 to 19 years. That's a teenager. Teen is just a short for teenager. Yes, Annabelle.
Na mbere tukinyake teenager ombera kuri na preteen.
Yeah, preteen andi kwa media ba 10. Baraba gui prepare na ndi betite kwa teenagers. Yes.
Okay. Akaita na kaka Christmas na kaita kathionko tugimarĩtie ndaka nyingĩ mũno atanoche ibagimarĩtwe cousins betu bandaka ibagimarĩtwe and now igwetikene na au akwa officially a teenager.
Yes.
Endera bena araura atwira wabera wa ugaukuma kitchen ugachiro mebya kuria abukailania na abau wakethia nyukwe mantu kathomera abo bakwithira bakirwa in this generation na in this era mantu yo bakwithira yakita na mbere.
To some extent, mantu ijaere loose kidogo, nonto antu kanisa, atuambidia kanisa.
Yes.
Kanisa netegerere kana the society. Ona mantu jamwana baitana wa they are not going to serve them in this generation. Jawero, for example, ugaukuma kitchen. Ugatinda una idio, you know your mother is working. And again, mantu jamingi mono ijachinjiri Annabelle. Urethera family na one sibling. Kwa ura tuugana ndi kwina elder sister ugatikira my brother who is our last born care. Mwana no nyomba. Mwana nyomba bakurete na nyina in the same room. Kara umire kindogo for 3 weeks. Aitano mantu jange akweja. Mwano atumba ku expect nyina akamurugira na amwikiririo methene. You know, in the sense of kwethirwa to carries even men. Nonto and wao bakitambo ibeitana o mantu amaingi mono.
Yes.
And respect was one of the things. Na lakini kwe mantu jo unukana mianka kana kwe mantu jezana ndi muntu akambiria kuthina mwishone. For example, ume from there with the school, you know, uta interact na kitchen, uta interact na your mom, okwezana ndi okugurana. Unfortunately, or usimwekuru at a very young age. What do you do from there? Kuna due to the changes in the society, mantu jama inge mono, and in fact, tuga tuetegera the psychology of mwano agikura no ntumbuga kwambiria kurera ate from teenage. Yes. You know, even today as we discuss about raising teenagers, we've already raised them as toddlers, as children, and now they're teens now. They're going upwards. Ori okuretie mwana kuma munini ni we can determine how they are going to behave when they get to teenage. Na ana baba ingetu gaibaura ba teenagers. No, where our teach your child the ways of the Lord, so that as they grow, they are not going to depart from their ways. Kuna ande mbere mutiari, it starts from kaumo. Na tukara tukiwa have conversations with your children. Karo kiara idiana baku we whatever kudugania na achiari. We are not raising children to raise but to raise na one word. Where our umara uka umara, koroka uka koroka, you know. But right now, you have to explain to a child, nikia kumara bugenieja. Kwani do you have a grapevine? You know, even they view like ukambidia kuga we need a space. the child looks at you like, that must be, mom and the friend. Kuna a lot of perceptions. Kuna in the spirit of we are partnership. Ikiwa kuona nandi mantu amaingiza za karaja tatina space nonto mwana na ndethra muresete ninka imuitene kuruga agwita na areta 3 weeks eza nandi ambayirie kuntegemea indamuitanire kwanto murume kuruga gwiserve kuthambinto kuthambia nyomba gutiorira ngu. I think even in that setup nekyo nonto kuona mantu jaja achokeregi setup ekanisa Annabelle ana narua betanirwa tunisene. Yes. Inya wethiru imashukuru there's a lot of spiritual rituals that follows because kitambo yari traditions but right now the culture ni tuchokete kimurungu na inyana baba ditano kiumurungu teke ure ogatirimana na mtu kenika kiongonde ure otumbo face your mother ure kedra ntura amfisite my mom. She's the only person I've known the rest of my life. Then you can now tell me tutumba ku have a conversation with my mom. Kuna ndi at some things matuja mweza take place. Na ingweti kinya kanisa ni kumenya things have to change. Na ikyo no ntu kuona matuja jara itiro na are antorene. In fact mtu atana mwana Annabelle agakara nogwa. And we have a case mwana orora irwe. Yes. Era ara bekawa. Kunandi nonto in that place you cannot protect your child. You not protective your enemy no tonya no. You not know in fact who is, and to the mother it was a very hard time. Sure. Yeah, it was a very hard time. The fathers they had gone through it. Nambuga ibachaguete a few people that they know they are going to take care of their children, but the enemy would want to invade. We also thank God that ana ibagwe kwamwe ko barabate gweta boega bangi bakuona. We also thank God because of the social media mtu noete anto akaandika this is happening to us, we are not being treated well to take wandawa and those children are able to receive help. Yes,
aniboga sana ndira tukwariria a responsible teenager ni bibio ngo tukomba kutatukiaririkana a teenager batikumba kwithira kari atikenda tu surely mwana wa responsible.
Tukiariria a responsible teenager tukiariria a teenager who is whole, the mind, the soul, physical body. Mwana no uzuri. No ntuomba kwethirwa mwana physically fit lakini ari mentally unfit. Na ari mentally unfit no ntubwa challenges iria gwitira no ntubwa contact iria ko take the intake of the social media. Mwana omba kwa mentally unstable no ntubwa antubara go interact about the friends. Mwana omba kwa mentally unstable no ntubwa so many things. Nyama tujaraja ku happen around them. Maybe the friend is going through something, maybe the mother is going through something, maybe the home is not home. Home is not home. And to already, this case of Betty Bio's children.
Yes.
And I want people to be merciful for once. Kwe muntu mwara andikite something in social media, Annabelle, I'm still thinking about it. Musere ridajo kurewa kwa iyo neighbor jo matiko jo imoreo. Ntukuerajo karewa kwenu. Idio kamya musere juju te test. What does that mean? Utegaira mantu ikurajo kona jekaja te kuapenera that hapenera your brother or someone you love. Little did you know the same thing is knocking in your door. Mbere and some things that happen na murungu itanguge na mpango. Na mbere Kenyans, it is the high time we learn from the occurrences. No to murungu akeza kuga mantu tote kuigwa kareta something so that we can understand what he's talking about. As parents, as friends, as a nation, are we asking ourselves, where are our morals? Where is Annabelle gatumbigirwa kiao? Ningi Annabelle na kuigirwa na bakwa kiao because there is something muntu akethira agikuigairwa kiao ateandika about you. Muntu akethira akigairwa na baku kiao ateandika about you. Nekyo mbera antu bare nyabeza nyombe ko to work for me. I'll treat you the best way I can, not for you. One, for my God. Secondly, so that my child will receive mercy one day. Anabelomba kurera mwana in a good environment, especially these teenagers as we are talking about. Mwana otiki hatukuona, you've done everything. Ugatirimana mwana huu, aweta kwa Annabelle, na ande kwa kukaraya mwana Annabelle. Because, you know, they are thinking that I need my space. And even if it means me working as a house help. But to work as a house help because we had needs. But our children, in the name of I need the space. Na mutiari mwana kinya kuga I need the space. Monka akaumara nyomba, something is wrong. Inya wenda kanorega, kuna kitu yenye haiendi vizuri. Mwana omimbi nyombe atedikairwa. Na in fact, as we talk about communication, communication is not me talking and talking and talking. Sometimes I give my children time to speak. And I'm just listening. Without making faces, without wondering, me drive it. I just listen and ask God for grace. You know what we need, how we expect, like my children, they even tell me their expectations as my children. I listen to them. Why? Because if I don't give them the audience, someone else will.
Thank you. Nibaga sana. Enao kinya anabari ki teenager irore bambiria uchiele wana kuimenya irore mwiri yoyo ambiria ochinchia irore yambiria kumenya no mpende muthaka no mpendwe ambiria kwirwa njirene mathio mengia kwambiria mukarikira. At what point we muchiari obati ukarandya mwari oku kana amwana oku a teenager wa mura nao yaijo bati kumba kuthira ukibwithia na iyo tibati kumba kuthira ukibwithia wetera rutereru wene ndi yumenye kwinerinya na ukaruka na weta njira ingi akwinerinya na ukaruka na bando na utira kwina a that boundary ka respect ya muchiari na mwana.
Annabelle, conversation itiambairia mwana kinya teenage. Ni mpwenda kwira muchiari. If you have a toddler 2 years, when and half, ambiri obariria as a girl child. Ambiria kuoria mwana. You know mwana kwe behave kona mwana kwa atena confidence. Kwe mwana behave kona mwana kwe na issues na self-esteem. Kwe mwana behave kona mwana kwe na issues na self-control. Mutiari. There are some responsibilities you cannot assign. Utumba kwira mwari orio gutedio house manager. Ntegera how my child is behaving. You must be there. Na mwana Annabelle agikinya, you know, able to have the conversation na mwana stages after stage. Mom, now my daughter is 10 years. I'm teaching her the things she's expecting to happen to her body. She's expectant because she has learned. She is waiting for the periods because I have taught her when they come, this is what to do. It is only not teaching. I teach her how to pack a girl's bag that has a pad, that has some, you know, nice tissue papers or some wipes and an extra panty. Because when periods come the first time, they don't tell you, you know, we are coming. They just come. And then when they come, you know what happens. So, mwanka witane mwana from stages. And I see my daughter behaving very confidently. You know, I try as much as possible to enlighten her. No one should touch you. That is just an analog. That no one should touch you. Even my head. You know, no one should touch your breast. No one should. You know, ukonya mwana no kimwera. Why? Then achiari. Kuorea tuenda anabetu ba behave. Buweta in a certain gathering. Jana ndetu ikitiana for Christmas. Urenda your son or your daughter akara around your relatives. Na akibendo ore obendete, akiba tumikiago ore obendete. Then you see your daughter behaving differently. Atikuenda weta to a certain aunt, atikuenda weta to a certain uncle. Wambirie kupush mwana. You're not respecting their feelings. Na you see uria wambairia kwira mwana akwira I hate my uncle. You cannot do that. Kuna ndiko wambirite ku introduce self doubt. My feelings are not correct. Diria mwana go perceive ways that are not right. Ambirio kwira mom, I don't like Mr. Edwin. Wambirio mwira, but he is the best. Please find out why. Wow. Before you bring your mouth to Annabelle is my best friend. You know, I'll say my daughter will come and say, you know, mom, I don't like Annabelle. There's a reason why my daughter doesn't like Annabelle. So instead of only more a chance kombera neki. Where you know, mom, Annabelle will be in our lives forever because she's my best friend. What have you done to this child? You've blocked them. You've and this self-doubt. Are my feelings correct? Now they am by doubt. Do I hate people? You know, am I so selfish? You know, am I There is a reason why your daughter doesn't like somebody or your son. And before you say something, you know, before you say, you know, that is the only uncle. Maybe, for example, the dad is not there and this uncle is the father figure. Find out.
Na rira tuku raise a responsible teenager, sometimes tuitirima ana baare ibo baina kanya mnoga kwarirwa nontu society yugite kana yona neke kana gakaliko kai njire nene muno kumba kwithira gakiura bandu tukaulwa ni ku raise a responsible teenager akikana ka muthaka endra tuku raise mwana omwari na kinya mwana omuthaka mwana omwari no tukwira ugatongwa ugetikire kuwatwa ugetikire okethwa uromona mbuke na mantu yayo lakini tugiakulwa raising a responsible teenager omwana omuthaka kaitene katukurisi omwari twimwira watongwa nyonto watongwa wapi omuthaka tubati kumba kuthira tukimwira
definitely the same conversation the ones that are raising sons no ndo kwena predators tiana beto ba men starting with antibatu na bonyomba you know no mwanga witane mwana I didn't know there is a line between a girl and a boy because I've raised a son and I'm raising daughters. No mwanka into better openness kiri a family. You can say anything. And people will not look surprised. No ntoana wa mtu omba kuga. You know mom, auntie alinishika kila mtu aga. No, you behave like and you know kwena that grace okwera murungu ja muchiari mwathani mpa na ikionda ugire your son must know inyokethirwa the things are as bad as they are na antie mama you know here na ana iba kumamego no mwanka withirwo gita na inya antie akiga you know you cannot be otiumba wikiana baku karumuno ukabaitana no some things are said openly kenda me akore antu nyabato mawanja chieto with a mission kwi mundu ndaigirwa akiuga in a prayer fellowship and ndatiga kugiafia muchiari omwekuru they are the ones that are selling drugs to our children kenda bathiria banyina rambo you know that statement still sits with me muchiari ukamatite mwana ociara mwana na pini ria twitaira na kurera na mbi mwana gorire akinya miaka 12 ukona kondire rambu even God your cast kawana urumi na andu bamwe Annabelle they are not they cannot be redeemed no ntu shuare kira yutuma muciari uga nkathukia mwana fulani and we've seen it in villages no ntu inya words from your mouth can damage someone's life mwana omuntu kumwira wikumete janyakwe inato kwira mwana kumwira you know bukarija abagu kumwira you know njaenu tuothoma jatwera wane arimu bara ba primary njaenu baruga nchobi na ndinya gugwikanya utete
yes
and they are adults that grew with those woods and they still carry them kumbere atiari as we raise our teenagers titane kuthikira mwanoku na itana mwanoku nje itogwetekete. You know, that is the first step. Whatever you come and say, we believe you. Rather than kuga antia tumba kuthi wambere, believe your child. If your child tells you it is happening in this house, ukamberia kuga, you know, maybe nothing. It is happening to your child. And you have to make peace with it and start mending. Na ndere atiari the other day, utimutiari perfect. And even God is not asking for perfection. He's asking for your present. Are you there?
Thank you. Atukerekera na ndikona mwerekerio kwa mbira ndeka chetu chikuthira vata emuchiari kumba kwithira akimodel behavior emwana ari umunini nimbi.
Bwambere mwana akura oreo muitene Annabel. And it is important Annabel tutebaruturo mwana arite nyoko report gesibu. Annabel tu bakanywa. Na mbere aciari na arua Annabel tu in fact iba madithio. Mantu zara zonde okuthire your children can see. When you're coming in the house at night, your children are seeing. When you're working with friends that are not adding value to their family, they are seeing. Nego wiga wana bakiuga ntukwera ndandiaga atigana na so and so. Why? Because the children have evaluated. Dandiri umara abaga trimana na Mr. Francis. Eza anja kadi this way. Oh, Annabetu, even the word of mouth is not enough. They are looking at our actions. And it is very, very dangerous. Niki, utemuntu tedida ya makosa, some things you do innocently, some things you do without even knowing if they have impacted somebody, but mwana for the rest of their lives, they carry something. Yes.
Nebaka sana, migambo ekwe mwicho communication kanaro waria akana njiri gucia kwaranire kenda muchero mba kwithira eye connective wega na teenager.
Wambere manda ugire achiari tuitane ana betu self awareness wa mai. Na achiari bara bandu tikuria mwana ku uayo your feeling. No ndurira mwana akugeria guchi express iri okulan gaps ira mwana kwena chio. After one understand mwana kuno nduti muntu nge wize mwana wecha muchiari. Try to speak to your daughters. And speaking is not, you know, always talking. You can speak through observation. The way you observe. Then, itana anabaku, you also have feelings. Don't be anabaku. You know, if your children do what you're doing, what will you feel? I want them to feel something so that they understand. Mommy also feels sad. Like my 4-year-old keeps telling me, you know, I am bored. They unandika board ya TV, not watching. Mommy, I'm bored. You know, I tell my daughter, it is right that you're bored. Because your mind is developing. Then she comes with another sentence, Mom, I'm sad. Then we discuss this sadness. You know, so that now, you have feelings. For example, we saw this child running from something. You know, we will not ill as mothers because we are asking, what was she running from? You know, before we make a lot of mistakes, number one, let us converse. Let us listen without speaking or interrupting. Then show your children, I'm also feeling. I have the feelings. Thank you.
Okay, ndibaka sana Madam Faith na ndibaka sana mutegeri wa Meru TV no tubakuona kanya ko tuthiatira akimubango wa Meru TV rukira tumba kuthia tukuretera ataalamu mwanya kenda kwita na mbere na kumba kwithira baituthomithia na specifically tukuja Jumatano atumba kwithira tukireta Madam Faith kenda na mbere na kinyo tutahariri na ututhomithia mantu mwanya yabura atumbike kwithira tukirira ana betu na gutira na betu ibo tuika kielelezo kana kiona nirigi kieya na araura maturene ni wambeta muthoni wa Kiriamana tutrimane ruyu kiri Meru TV rukiri na wona chekinya thithano che muthenya mwanka thaa cia thaa mugwanja rwari twatrimana akimubango ywa the wave tana mbere na kumba kwithira witu thiatira.